My group will be presenting the second TOK essay title, which is For Artists and Natural Scientists, which is more important? What can be explained or what cannot be explained? Discussed with reference to the arts and the natural sciences. So first we're going to be deconstructing the title and talking about the key terms. Then next we're going to talk about the related AOKs, which are the arts and the natural sciences. And then we're going to end with a conclusion. So for the deconstruction, I'm going to be looking at the main word, which are artists. Now, art is something artificial and non-natural created by humans. Natural scientist is the study of the physical properties of the universe. More refers to as more values. Important is meant by values are individual beliefs that motivate people to act one way or another.
Related AOKs. Natural sciences. The goal of the natural sciences is to learn more about the natural world. A significant aspect of what makes the natural sciences so scientific is the scientific method. Natural sciences include physics, biology, and chemistry.
So next, the arts. For something to be considered a work of art, it must be human-made. For example, a sunset may be beautiful, but it wouldn't be considered a work of art as it's not human-made. Beyond this, opinions differ about what makes something art. However, we will explore three criteria: the intention, the quality, and the response.
So from the AOK of arts, we can say that art is not only about beauty and aesthetics, and that art is also subjective because people have different point of views, and one may perceive one piece as something that the other does not. So what can be explained is that one of the many purposes of art is that it is used as a means of explaining a specific concept, emotion, or idea. Also, knowing the explanation of an art piece constructs an emotion to the viewer, and understanding art increases its value, and moreover, language does have its limitations. But what cannot be explained is that, basically, art, it allows room for interpretation. So if we don't understand the purpose or the meaning behind an art piece, it motivates us to discover and to think, and it allows the unknown to attract the viewer. But also, not all art can be explained, and expressibility is also limited. So, Pablo Picasso's Guernica painting represents the war with Guernica, a Basque country in the north town of Spain. So basically, the town was bombed by the Nazi planes during the Spanish Civil War. Thus, Picasso wanted to express the tragedies of the war as well as his outrage over the bombing. The painting seeks to depict chaos and violence. However, from the perspective of a viewer who may not be aware of this context, the artwork portrays nightmarish figures, dismembered bodies, and a sense of suffering. So in this case of Guernica, the point of view of the artist and the viewer is the same, since the viewer is aware that the painting is a representation of a war scenario. So in this case, this tells us that it is more important for art to be explained than rather not. However, in the case of Mark Rothko's Orange and Tan artwork, which is abstract art, the viewer is unaware of the purpose and is incapable of explaining the art. And this shows us that it might not be important for art to be explained. And, this piece of art is up for interpretation, but it also allows the viewer to create their own opinion of the piece of art and interpret the meaning their own way. That means that for this piece of art, it is more important for the viewer to not understand it.
More in the specific, natural sciences isn't just about knowing, but about wondering. What we don't know is more interesting than what we know. What can be explained? A scientific explanation uses observation and measurements to explain something we see in the natural world. Example, DNA. What cannot be explained is theories that people believe could be right but have not been proven. An example of natural sciences is the multiverse theory. The multiverse is a term that scientists use to describe the idea that beyond us observable universe, other universes may exist as well. In this case, there is an explanation. However, the explanation itself may not satisfy most scientists.
For natural sciences, it's very important for them to be able to explain things. However, it all has to start somewhere with an idea. For example, in the case of DNA, it all started out as an idea by James Watson, and his co-worker Francis Crick. They both had this idea that DNA could be the heritable material in humans and almost all organisms. So they decided to curate an experiment that could prove this theory, and the experiment was proven, and therefore now DNA can be explained.